following portion of Acadiana Live is brought to you by Acadiana Elder Law Clinic.
Welcome back. Joining us in studio right now, we have David Groner with Acadiana Elder Law Clinic. Welcome back.
Good to be back, Taylor.
It's great to have you. And okay, we've talked a lot about irrevocable trusts in our many segments that we do. What should people do to keep from losing their estate to nursing homes?
Okay, well that's why I also call it a Medicaid Protection Trust. And it is an irrevocable trust. So it's got a 5-year look-back period. What that means is once you do your trust, Medicaid says it needs to go 5 years to be completely bulletproof. What I mean by that is they have a rule that they'll penalize you for transferring assets within 5 years of applying for Medicaid. So we need to do a trust, we need to do it now. And by doing a trust, we can protect everything in that trust so that if ever you or your spouse has to go in a nursing home, the nursing home or Medicaid can't make you use those assets to pay it. Otherwise, for most people, if what you have is a home, if what you have is some savings, maybe an IRA or 401k or just something that you're holding on to and you would like to see go to your children, well, if you don't put it in a trust, then all of that becomes an available asset to a nursing home if ever you're befallen with that situation. Now, the home itself would not be necessarily used at first, but what happens is after you die, Medicaid, their recovery unit will lien your house for everything they've paid and thus put a burden on your estate to pay that lien before your heirs can get any recovery, any inheritance.
Yeah. So it's essentially just an added layer of protection for
them. And you know, it's something that it avoids probate, so that's a big benefit for the estate, and gives asset protection. So when you add those two benefits, it makes no sense not to consider that. If you have a real risk that your estate could be significantly harmed or depleted if one of you goes into a nursing home. And I know nobody wants to say that, oh, they're going to go to a nursing home. We all plan on having family and not having to do that. But the statistics are shocking. It's 70% of people over 65. So we can't ignore the statistics. So we have to plan for the risk.
Absolutely, and this is a great topic. I'm sure we could chat more on this.
That's a whole workshop we can do.
Workshop, and you host those workshops. They're available to the public. You do them at local libraries. We're almost out of time, but where can they go to find out where those workshops are going to be? Well,
go to Facebook, and there's a whole schedule. Look at the number, call, and we will tell you when the next workshop in your area is. Or now go on YouTube and like and subscribe. So you and I will be on YouTube.
Yes,
all our segments, our topics that we like to cover. And if you can't make a workshop, that's a great way to kind of catch up.
Absolutely. David, as always, thank you for sharing your knowledge with our friends at home. If you guys have any questions or you want to learn more, klfy.com. We'll be back after this.